The day they broke into Madame Joyce's restaurant, the entire city of Aba went silent, because inside were things no human being should ever see. In the heart of Aba, where businesses rose and fell like morning smoke, one name stood above the rest. Her restaurant sat boldly at the busiest junction in the city, Madame Joyce's Chop and Clean Mouth. Wide glass doors, a glowing signboard, the smell of pepper soup and grilled meat drifting far enough to pull customers from neighboring streets. From dawn till midnight, her tables were never empty. Taxi drivers, market women, bankers, politicians, even pastors, they all ate at Madame Joyce's place, and they always came back. No one could explain it. The food tasted too good. The aroma addictive. Some joked, once you ate there, your spirit will refuse food from anywhere else. But behind the laughter was fear. In that same area, no other restaurant survived. Anyone who tried to compete, rich or experienced, shut down within a month. One lost all his customers overnight. Another fell mysteriously ill. One woman swore she saw shadows moving in her kitchen at night before she closed for good. People stopped trying. In Aba, there was an unspoken rule. You don't compete with Madame Joyce. While Madame Joyce's business flourished, another tragedy quietly haunted the city. Children were going missing. At first, one here, one there, a boy sent to buy sachet water, a girl walking home from school, a toddler vanished from a crowded market. Parents searched, vigilantes patrolled, police reports were filed, but nothing came of it. No ransom calls, no bodies, no witnesses. Just silence. Every year, the number grew, and slowly fear crept into every household. Children were warned not to wander. Doors were locked earlier than usual. Mothers slept lightly, ears tuned to every sound. Yet, the disappearances continued. And strangely, they all happened within the same area where Madame Joyce's restaurant stood. Madame Joyce herself was an enigma, always impeccably dressed, gold jewelry, flawless makeup, expensive perfumes. But no one knew her story. Years ago, she had a husband and 2 children, a perfect family, until the accident. A tragic car crash on a rainy night took them all. Madame Joyce was the only survivor. She disappeared for months, and when she returned, she was different, colder, sharper, richer than ever. Within a year, the restaurant opened, and Aba would never be the same. Workers noticed things they couldn't explain. Deliveries came at odd hours, mostly at night. Some supplies arrived unlabeled. Large coolers were taken straight into the freezer, never opened in front of staff. Any worker who asked too many questions didn't last long. One cleaner quit after claiming she had children crying from the freezer. Another staff member swore she saw Madame Joyce chanting softly one night, alone in the kitchen, in front of a bowl filled with dark liquid. Most people laughed it off, but fear doesn't need proof to grow. Everything changed the day Ngozi's son disappeared. 8-year-old Chibuzo, just 2 streets from Madame Joyce's restaurant. Ngozi searched everywhere. Days turned to weeks. When the police dismissed her, she refused to be silenced. She began asking questions, comparing dates, tracking locations, and a horrifying pattern emerged. Every missing child vanished shortly before Madame Joyce expanded her business. A new branch plan, a sudden surge in customers, a massive financial leap. This time, the police listened. The raid happened at dawn. No warning, no media. The restaurant was sealed. The freezer was opened. What they found changed everything. Ritual items, charms, bones, blood-stained containers, and then small shoes, children's clothes, hair ribbons. Evidence no parent ever wants to see. The truth spilled out like poison. Madam Joyce had been using children for rituals, sacrifices meant to renew her wealth, her influence, her dominion. And the final horror? Her own children. The accident years ago, not an accident. The ultimate sacrifice to secure a lifetime of riches. Madam Joyce was arrested, charged. Abba expected justice, but justice never came. Evidence went missing, witnesses changed their stories, the case collapsed. And one quiet afternoon, Madam Joyce was acquitted. She walked free. No sentence, no punishment. The city erupted in outrage, but Madam Joyce disappeared. She never returned home, never reopened the restaurant. She vanished without a trace. And strangely, life went on. Businesses began to thrive again. Children stopped disappearing. But stories travel. In other cities, people talk of a new restaurant, always full, always successful, with food that tastes too good, owned by a woman no one knows, always smiling, never photographed. And when people joke that the food is addictive, older folks simply whisper, "Not everything that feeds you is good for you." Till today, nobody knows where Madam Joyce is or where her new restaurant is located. Who knows? She might already be closer than you think.